Welcome to Burning Questions. I'm back. I was put on suspension for a couple of weeks, but I'm back. I just want to see a show of hands for who's happy that I'm back doing the job.
There you go.
I knew Andy wouldn't. It was between 1 and 3. Clayton joined in late, and then I saw 2 fingers from you. I don't even know if that was like.
I'm holding the phone, J-Bon.
Oh, what are you doing with the other hand? Oh, there it is. There it is. Welcome to Burning Questions. I'm very pleased to be back. It's felt like when you leave your partner at home with another man lately, and I'm just glad to be back and taking over the job that I love so much. We have to say something about our sponsors straight up. I've got a little gimmick later on. You'll enjoy it, I promise. Whether you're celebrating a win or shoveling in the stables, you want your staff to look their very best. Nobody wearing the hip pocket today. And you do that with uniforms from Hip Pocket Workwear and Safety. They have you covered for clothing, protective equipment, and plenty more. Check out hippocketworkwear.com.au. Now, we're going to get stuck into the burning questions, but I want to welcome in this all-star cast. Now, this opportunity was ripped from me by a young man in the game named Tim O'Connor, but Clayton Tonkin, wonderful to be in your presence. How are you, brother?
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on. It feels official now you're here.
Well, that's true. And Andy, how are you, mate? Even though you're not happy for me to be back and we don't know what you're doing with your left hand for a short time, how are you?
No, I'm fine, thanks. No, I'm happy you're back, J-Bon.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We missed.
Yeah, I missed me as well. Skeeter, we see you in a different environment. You're out doing some hard work today. What are you up to?
I am delivering the horse of the year trophies that, unfortunately, as we know, GRM couldn't go ahead in person. So I've got my sidekick here and myself are delivering all the trophies to the winners. So I'm in the main street of Terang at the moment.
Who's that, B?
Yep.
Yeah, we only saw maybe like half of her eye and a cheek. But that's B. That's Bianca Walker. Right, let's get stuck into the burning questions. Now, to be honest, we all don't have to be here apart from Clayton. They're all really questions for Clayton. So we're just sort of, Clayton will answer and then we'll agree or disagree, but we'll probably just agree. We'll start with Tough Tilly. Is she set to bounce back, or is that issue that we saw in the Vic Oaks, is that going to trouble her? We haven't seen her at the trials, I don't reckon. Clayton, talk to us.
Yeah, no, I think she'll be fine. We had her rescoped again early this week, and everything's sort of in the right direction. So, yeah, no, I think you'll find that everything's been cleared up. Her work's been terrific. So she's got plenty of sparring partners at home, so she doesn't have to get to the trials and get a hard hit out. So I think you'll see she's right back on her game.
Is she feeling like the Tough Tilly of old?
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest with you, she's got the right heat too, where, I think that she'll probably dominate them sort of horses. And, it's just one of them things where it found it sort of the right spot. She'll have a soft run this week and she'll be tuned up for next week. Andy,
I did a psychology degree. I like to read people. That fine I got from Clayton at the start didn't fill me with confidence. But as things went on, I'm growing in confidence. I think she'll win on Friday night, but I don't know if I got the real confidence that I was after. What are your thoughts?
I'll have the confidence for Clayton. I've got no doubt she'll bounce back. She had minor surgery, I think, with her throat, which a couple of my horses have had previously, and you recover from it pretty quick. So I'm sure she'll be back on track. And again, it sort of helps her a little bit that she hasn't got a dominant heat. She'll work her way to the top and be too good for them, and she'll be a lot sharper for the semi-finals. So I'm sure she'll just bounce back, and we'll see the Tough Tilly that we're used to seeing.
Are you just hanging outside veterinary clinics and finding out what's going on with horses? Is that what you do with your spare time? Just watch Kiwi replays and just stand outside vet clinics.
That's it.
Skeeter, your thoughts? I mean, I think we've got what we need because she's going to start so short. First leg of everyone's multi. Will you be throwing her in yours?
Yeah, I will be, Bon. As everyone's mentioned, I think she's drawn the weaker heat of the night, and I think she'll be able to find her way forward. And we know what a quality filly she has been for majority of her career. Obviously, there was that disappointing run last time, but there was a reason for that. So expecting her to bounce back, and she should be winning this week.
Clayton, you're in the same position we've seen Emma in. This is like the kitchen / burning questions studio. What's going on here?
Yeah, no, it's just a little office we got in here with a kitchen, so at the stable. So I come in here out of the quiet.
I thought I could see the fridge last time. Maybe the fridge has been moved. I mean, everyone's got to just look after their waistline. I ate a lot of pies during lockdown. All right, question 2 of the Bernie questions brought to you by the Fresh Connection, who export Australian fresh fruit to more than 35 countries. Headed up by Damien Glengarry, who is the export manager and does a magnificent job. The Fresh Connection specialises in citrus, table grapes, cherries, and mangoes. They don't even do bananas. I bought a banana. They don't even do bananas. So it's clearly not from them. freshconnection.com.au. Andy, in Life's a Beach, can she be a problem for ladies in red or not? How good is this Life's a Beach?
Yeah, no, she's a really good filly. She's had a victory over Better Twist in New Zealand. She ran second in the Jewels, coming from back in the field, and when they went 152. So she's a high quality filly. She's travelled over well. Her work's been really good since she's been there. But, you know, we're taking on, in my mind, one of the best 3-year-old fillies anyone's ever seen this side of the world. So do you think you're going to turn up and beat a horse like Ladies in Red? You're probably kidding yourself a little bit, but she'll give us something to chase. But I think Ladies in Red will still get the job done. She's such a quality filly, and no matter what's thrown at her, she just seems to win.
So what chance have you of actually doing it? You say you're kidding yourself, but what chance?
Well, she's probably, there's some chance. Again, Ladies in Red's probably not going out there to go her best. Like, obviously he's out there trying to win, but it's only a heat. It's only a heat for us as well. So we know we have to finish top 8 to go through to the next round. But Ladies in Red just seems to win, every time she steps out. Life's a Beach, not sure whether she got gate speed or not. It gives us the sign that she will lead the gate pretty good. 10 days ago, so she had that long, but she has settled in well. So I expect that Life's a Beach will go really well. But I don't, whether she can beat Ladies in Red, I do doubt it.
Who's joined you in the office there, Clayton? There's somebody banging cups around or so. I don't know what they're doing out there. They're smashing pans, cooking eggs. Name names.
That's Emma. She's just come in to get some lunch while I'm not on the track.
Oh, yeah, well, the fridge is not there anymore. I don't know what she's going to eat. Talk to us, Ladies in Red. For some reason, it's not like she starts $3 every time she goes around, but everyone wants to get her beat every start. Everyone keeps talking about the fact, oh, yeah, no, these ones they'll match it with her. And then she just goes bang and monsters them. She'll be doing the same thing on Friday night, won't she?
Yeah, I think she will. Everyone's seen what she can do. And, she's just such a high-class horse. And, yeah, she's got no bottom to her. So, she's only ever been beaten once. And, I don't think she was 100% that night. So, I think she'll definitely be really hard to beat.
We've got a 5-person panel today on Burning Questions. Emma Stewart weighing in there. I can't hear what she's saying, but she wants to say something. Now,
she goes off because she got beat by a good horse because she's in Tough Tilly's camp.
Well, that gives us more confidence. Are you an adherent that down the track, maybe this race, like the end of this series or the end of the Vic Bred, that she's vulnerable to one of your other ones, maybe Beach Music or is Ladies in Red? Like everything tells us she's a class above everything else.
I think she is. I do think if you happen to draw out the back and, you had Beach Music or one of the real good ones, I don't know, the New Zealand horse, she seemed to do it tough the other night and sort of run along. I'm sure they give her something to chase, but she's pretty determined and she's shown even one night when she looked like she was beat on the turn, I think she went 151 off the track and Sal said she just went in another gear at the top of the straight and, she's. I do think it'll take a very, very, very good horse to beat her.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Skeeter. I mean, we love Ladies in Red. At the end of the day, I mean, it's fun for the narrative, but at the end of the day, that they just don't beat her. She wins, doesn't she?
But yeah, I think so, Bon, because she's one of the best fillies for her age that we've seen in a long, long time. So, I had a look at Life's a Beach last night, some of her Kiwi replays, and she looks a nice horse, but I don't think at this stage on what we've seen, you can put her in comparison with Ladies in Red. So despite that second row draw, we've seen her overcome it time and time again. So I think she can do it once again.
Well, if Better Twist can't beat Beach Music, I can't see how Life's a Beach is going to beat Ladies in Red. But we all agree. All right, question 3. Let's move on. I've got a lot of banana in me at the moment. I'm full of potassium. Hey, Clayton, can Act Now be just as beastly when he's not in front. I've got no doubt I'm going to get a resounding positive response from you here. Jody Quinlan has been at pains in post-race interviews to tell us he'll be even better from off the speed. He probably won't be off the speed here, but can he be just as good when he's not leading?
Yeah, I think he can. I do think it's one of them things where you'd rather be in front so you're out of the traffic because, you know, you get a horse like Bar and Bander, probably get in front and sort of stride along and give you something to chase. But, yeah, I do think the horse is in the zone and, you know, I'm sure, you know, you'll see him really determined. He's got this attitude at the minute where he's off his head. So, you know, anything you throw at him at the minute, he thinks he'll take on.
He's got a bit of Clayton Tonkin about him at the moment, hasn't he? He just feels like a big man when he's out there. You can feel like he's got that spirit, like I'm a big boy, like I'm going to destroy you.
Yeah. He's got. Jody was there the other night, and she went around to come and pat him after the derby, and he come charging out trying to snabble her, and she's like, "Oh my God, he's never done that." I said, "He thinks he's the man at the minute."
You're only friends when you're friends. Keep your friends close, your enemies even closer. Have you got a contrasting point of view here, Andy? I can tell you by that really serious stern face, I reckon you have. You've got that little downward mouth thing you do when I reckon you're going to say something.
No, again, as Clayton said, the horse is really in the zone. Only saying that, he still hasn't won off the pegs. He's put in some great performances, but every time he's been able to find the pegs and win. So you just like to see him do it once, but he has gone to another level, I'd say, in his last 2 or 3 runs. So I'm sure he's capable of doing it, but unless you see it, you don't know.
Where are you posted up today, Andy? What's that behind you? There's some sort of funny sign, is it?
I'm at Yarra Valley Trots. That's my horse float.
As you should be. That's a funny sign for horse float. We're going to move on quickly here, Skeeter. This is a good reconnaissance mission, at least. We're going to find out because I've probably been the one saying, okay, if you're in front, we can see what you can do there, but let's see what you're like when you get into some adverse circumstances. So if nothing else, we're going to learn something tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think so, Bon. And yeah, as you said, Jody has been telling us the whole way through that A, he's gone to another level, so has Emma, and B, that you know, off the speed he could be just as lethal. And we have seen him, the way he can quicken up and that turn of foot that he's got. I agree. I think he's really gone to another level as a 3-year-old, and he's just kept improving this time in and ran some terrific races. So look, it's not going to be easy. Bar and Banter was obviously excellent up at Menangle, but then in saying that, he does have to come through that run and back up a week later. So he'll definitely give him something to chase out in front, I think, but it's going to be a great clash and a good test for Ack now. But on what he's done previously, I think he's well and truly up to it.
This is the quietest I've ever heard Bianca Walker. Is she bursting at the seams? Has she had to step out of the car just to talk to somebody, like make a friend out there?
She's working up to her best bet, I think. She'll throw in a best bet at the end.
Yeah, well, talk about best bets. When I went away for a week, I heard a couple of people tipped Yorkshire as their best bet. I mean, what's happening? It was $1.10. I mean, I thought we had some integrity about this show. Anyway, we move forward. The last of our burning questions is with thanks to Falvo Fruits, specialists in table grapes since the 1960s. Michael and Josie Falvo are keeping the tradition going. And everyone loves their grapes. Keep an eye out for Falvo Fruits. You know you'll love them. Now, Andy, you love table grapes. I've told us this before. Is that a normal grape or a table grape? Can you tell the difference between a normal grape and a table grape?
I actually can't see it, but I really have no idea anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely a grape.
There is a difference.
It's an Australian seedless white grape. Not from Falvo Fruits, but I'm sure Falvo do a better job. Okay, Clayton, is Delight a class beyond a horse like Major Moth? Because I go back, I've got a memory like a steel cage. I reckon it was the semi-finals of one of the big series, and like Beyond Delight was considered easily your best juvenile. So is he a class beyond or not?
I don't say he's a class beyond, but I do think when he's wound up, he was definitely our best 2-year-old colt last year. And I think the horse is a star myself. But in saying that, the other horse is a great horse himself. But, yeah, I don't know. He's only had one trial back and one run and a soft run, and we're speeding things up a little bit. But, yeah, I think he's a real high quality horse. Will
he be in front and Major Moth behind the leader?
Yeah, he smokes the gate.
So that's perfect spots for both of them, isn't it? Because Major Moth is better chasing, I think, and Beyond Delight's going to love it because there's not going to be much pressure. So they're going to rip home. That's going to help Beyond Delight.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one thing he does. He possesses blistering speed off the arm.
What did Emma have for lunch?
Salmon and broccoli and rice. And she said she poked it down with a stick.
I can't say I've had that in a while. Andy, thoughts here? Beyond Delight, Major Moth, and the rest. Good race.
Yeah, no, definitely. And obviously, if Beyond Delight is in front, it's probably going to be an easy trifecta with American Dealer, three poles. So, again, Clayton knows a lot more about him. He's only had the one trial on a soft run at Swan Hill. Just a little bit concerned at Swan Hill. Just wanted to get in a little bit in the home straight. It just like he wanted to sort of duck into the sprint lane. And I thought if he's going to be off the fence, he might be a little bit vulnerable. But if he's going to be in front, he's definitely going to be the one to beat. But, going to have a quality horse, two quality horses behind him. So all going to be tempo related. But the fact that CD's got a really good owner now Beyond Delight too, which is probably going to help him going forward. So, I expect that, he'll improve off this run and come Breeders' Crown final time, he'll be spot on.
Who's that owner? Yeah, terrific. Yeah, he's a very good horse. And by the way, Andy, you stick to best bets. I'll stick to basic fundamental trifectas like that.
Okay.
That's my job. All right, Skeeter, thoughts?
Look, there's no doubt he looks a really, really nice horse, and we were all talking about him as a 2-year-old, and obviously he missed the Vic bred with something when going amiss in the Breeders' Crown. I'm not sure what that was, but I thought he looks really good how he has come back. But same like Andy said, he sort of just wanted to get on one rein a little bit at Swan Hill in that run back. So maybe Major Moth is the more seasoned racehorse. Beyond Delight's only had the 7 lifetime starts, and a lot of these horses have raced through multiple series and had a lot of harder racing. So, that might be the one chink in his armour moving forward, but he looks a pretty exciting horse. There's no doubt about that.
Whatever Clayton can see out of the corner of his eye is concerning him. Not a lot, not enough for him to move away from the camera, but it's just, I don't know whether a nicer food has just been, what's catching your eye there, Clayton?
No, just Emma's enjoying her lunch. She's trying this diet thing at the minute, and she's struggling with the food really badly.
Emma off camera's going, let's get stuck into best bets. I haven't even looked at the prices yet, but I can guarantee you I won't be tipping $1.10 shot, I think. I'm not going to name names, Keith, but anyway, redeem yourself. Who have you got as your best?
Well, I'm having a bit of this week there's so many shorties. There wasn't any prices last time I looked, but I'm going with a bit of a the girls multi this week. I'm going to go Tough Tilly to win, into Beach Music to win.
You're up to about $1.30 now.
I think that'll be around 2, and then Lottie Moon the place. So that may be on my calculations around the $3 mark, maybe.
I'll tell you what, if those first two paid $2, that'll be sensational. But Lottie Moon the place will add the value. Clayton, what's your best?
Yeah, I'm not going to be short, so I'm going to send you into something. I don't know. If Beyond Delight was, I don't know, $1.80 or something, I suppose he'd be my best.
I'm hoping one of them is not going to be. It might be about $1.60 as well. Anyway, I'll go because this is Andy's show at the end of the day, so I'll let him just balance up and give us what he's got to give us. No trifectas, hopefully. I'm going Act Now because I've just got a funny feeling. Barra and Banter last start Group 1 winner. I reckon there's going to be support. I reckon a couple of people are going to say in a different circumstance he might be worth risking, and I think he'll absolutely kill them. So I'm going completely against what I've said all the way through about him leading. I just think he'll dominate Act Now. Andy.
I'm going to on.
Give us your buck.
Act Now, same as you.
I need another grape after that.
I agree. I think he's going to be overs. And, I just think he's in the zone. And even if he doesn't, I know he hasn't led before, but I don't think it will matter. So looking for a bit of value. So Act Now.
Do you go home and give yourself a good scrub when you agree with me? Do you scrub deep?
Yeah.
Tell us about Young Bucky. Tell us about Young Bucky quickly before we say sayonara.
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. I still think he's 6 months away from being really competitive with these top 3-year-olds. He's very strong. He has got gate speed, but he keeps drawing that he doesn't really get a chance to use it. So again, he'll need a good draw throughout the series, find his way into the final. But I think in 6 months' time, he'll bridge.
Will Ideal Dan lead that race or not, Clayton?
I think he will. The only thing is he can be a little bit funny gated sometimes.
He just sort of, when he gets the speed wobbles up, like he's all right until he hits top gear, yeah?
Yeah. I think he's a lot better now than what he used to be. But early on in his career, he showed a fair bit of ability, but he could leave his gear and then he'd lose the plot a little bit. But he seems to he's ironed a fair few of them things out.
I think he goes better following.
Of course he does.
Might be Seb's choice he's following that. Hey, are you on the same diet, Clayton, or are you just going hard carbs?
No, I'm all good. I'm lifting, so I want to eat plenty.
Yeah, I remember when I used to lift. They were great days. Hey, well done, everyone. Great to be back on Burning Questions. Well done, Andy, even though you're a little bit, well, you came back to me at the end. Clayton, brilliant job. Skeet, have a good day and say hi to B for me.
Will do. Thanks, Bon.
God bless you all. We'll be back next week.